So this is my Jamba Juice story. I know not everybody has a Jamba Juice story, but I have one. I think like this is one of those stories that is not your typical Jamba Juice story, but there are times in your life where you see that as a pivotal moment and you could have gone this way or you could have gone that way. It's that, what is that, butterfly effect? And I think about it often about how it relates to my self sabotage, how I chose one way versus another. So I was, like I had mentioned in another video, I was an actress or a tried failing actress, but I had gotten a gig in a dance performance that I was really the lead. So I was the lead in this dance performance. It was through a friend from school, but it really got traction. It was at the Joyce Theater, and I was doing that. I think it was like a week's run. I can't even remember, but it was great. And so they wanted to enter that same performance into, I think, some competitions or something of that sort. So we had been practicing, and we needed to get from, I think, midtown to downtown for this. I think it was an audition, a competition audition for this particular show. And we had already done the run. This was just a scene, and so I was playing a part in the scene. It wasn't really any lead roles or anything like that, but so it was a big group of us, and we were rehearsing in a studio, and we were now going to be going downtown or wherever to audition, and we only had a limited amount of time. So a group of us went to Jamba Juice. To, I guess we were hungry, but or thirsty. I don't even know. It's just we wanted sugar, and ordered Jamba Juice. Now we were five of us, and it was taking forever. It was not the order was not coming out. We were not getting our juice that day, and we were needed in that audition, that theater, pretty pretty soon. And I remember this moment of like, oh, what do we do? I mean, are we going to stay for the juice? Blah, blah, blah. And one of the actresses bolted. She was gone. She didn't say goodbye. She knew that it was time to go. She knew that being, in Jamba Juice, waiting for juice was not her number one priority. And she was gone. She went to that audition where she needed to be. So I don't know. I stuck around for the juice. It's like it's like a money issue too. Like I paid for this, I should get this, and I don't know. It was like an entitlement. But three others stayed with me. We stayed together, and we, got our juice finally and headed onto the subway. And of course, it's like taking forever. Everything's taking forever. And but that was my realization when I am looking around on that subway of the people who stuck with me, or I stuck with them, or we just stuck together to be late for this important audition. I looked around, and it's like you everything kind of shifts in your head where it's like you think of yourself as one way, or you think of yourself as pretty, knowledgeable or advanced in any kind of emotional state. And then you look around and you're like, oh my goodness, I am making the wrong choice. And all of these people, you could tell, and it's like no offense to them, but it's like they weren't going to be actors. They were, insecure or not well to do within the field. And in other words, none of us were making the right decision. And it's like I kind of realized that I was on the wrong side of right. So we get to this audition, and my friend, who was, in charge of this, was pissed. I would be too. trying to make light of it. I'm trying to, but like I realized I messed up. And interesting enough, when, we all grow up and we become something, none of those people on that train with me became, an actor or anything. But the one girl who ran away, she became this impressive entity. So I think she is like this, like, she is like the personal trainer to the stars. Like, she's well to do and got a great head on her shoulders. And it started in that Jamba Juice. And I always think about like, where would I be? What would I be if I, you know, just ran with her, and got to the place on time. And it was really not about being on time, and it was not about getting the juice. It was really about who we were as individuals and what we thought our self-worth was and what we found as a priority versus how we were sabotaging ourselves. So it was a weird, convoluted lesson, but that was my Jamba Juice story.